Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to just talk about, look ahead, and preview a card that I'm very excited for. We're talking about the card taking place on April 25th. It's Top Rank Boxing. It's Bob. The Bob Father's at it again, bringing big time boxing to America. All right, bringing big time boxing to Las Vegas. It is the Top Rank debut for Naoya the Monster Inoue. It's his second professional fight here in the States. It's his Top Rank debut. It's his ESPN debut, and he will be in a unification fight. No soft touches for Inoue. Bob Arum wants to see if this guy is the goods straight away. So what has he done? What has the Bob Father done? He has thrown him in there against Riel Casimero, fresh off his amazing, sensational win over Zolani Tate to capture the IBF title. So it's a big deal. This fight's a big deal, and I'm kind of surprised because I would have thought, with Inoue, with the Monster being such a potential draw for ESPN, with so much potential in terms of his commercial value in America, because I really think there's an untapped Japanese market here in the States, and he's one of those fighters I believe that once he gets the exposure and once ESPN starts promoting him, if he can just win and continue to move forward, he's gonna be a star. I really think so. No doubt about it. But I'm surprised they're putting him in there with somebody as dangerous as Casimero, because Casimero, he's someone who could stop Inoue. So we'll see. I was really expecting Inoue to fight like a Joshua Greer, somebody who's good, solid, has a name, but really isn't gonna beat him or doesn't pose too big of a threat. But I guess credit to Bob Arum. He's making good fights. He's making big fights, and I don't think people are talking about this fight enough. And this fight is big for the bantamweight division. There's 3 belts on the line, so the guy who wins this fight is gonna be the guy. The real guy, the man in the division. So I think Top Rank, Bob Arum is setting a good precedent of the best fight in the best. Because a lot of times we hear that phrase in boxing. And we hear people say, well, we want to see the best fight the best. Well, here's a scenario where honestly, this fight really isn't necessary for Inoue at this time. He could have fought a Joshua Greer. He could have fought like a Jason Maloney. But no, he's fighting the very dangerous Riel Casimero. So the winner of this fight will potentially fight the winner of Nordine Oubaali, who holds the WBC belt for Undisputed. And Oubaali's supposed to fight, I believe, I think it was Donaire. So we might actually see, there's a possibility, and I've said this in other videos, there's a possibility we might actually see Donaire versus Inoue for the rematch for Undisputed. But yeah, Casimero, he's coming in this fight, he's riding high, he's going to be flying the flag high for the Philippines. He beat a really dangerous fighter in Tate. So there's really no reason for him to fear Monster Inoue. Now this is a guy in Casimero, who I think there's a chance for him to steal the show, to steal all the gusto from Inoue, and become maybe the next big Filipino fighter in boxing. Obviously there's been a lot of popular Filipino fighters over the years in recent memory. Obviously most notably Manny Pacquiao, obviously Nonito Donaire, but this could be Casimero's moment, so we'll see. But obviously the favorite will be Inoue going into the fight, so I think that's a great fight, and it's a great way to open up Inouye's ESPN career, and I think it'll be the kind of fight that'll have fireworks. You'll get exchanges, and I'm not gonna sit here and say it's gonna be as good as the Donaire fight in the World Boxing Super Series final, because that's just putting too much pressure. That fight was too good. That's having your expectations too damn high. But this fight will be TV friendly. This fight will be a great way to introduce not just Inoue but Casimero to the American boxing public and the audience, and I'm looking forward to it. And this will be a fight that you guys can fully expect I'll be at, whether I be there as media or as a fan. So be on the lookout for that. There will be a lot of coverage of this fight as we get closer to the fight on April 25th. Now, that's the main event. The co-main event is an interesting one. You got Joshua Greer taking on Andrew Maloney, or Jason Maloney, I should say. So he's fighting Jason Maloney, and I'll be honest with you, I like Joshua Greer. I loved watching him fight when he was coming up on Showbox. He was looking sensational. But I'll be honest with you, I think he's been found out his last couple of fights. This is ever since they stepped him up from that Glenn DeZern, James Gordon Smith level. Ever since they stepped from that level to like Daniel Lozano, to Nikolai Potapov, Antonio Nieves, he's been found out, and I believe he's gotten a couple of gifts. I thought he clearly lost to Potapov, and he was very fortunate to get out of that fight with a decision. And I fully believe that they are building him up, and they're getting that record up there, so that if Inoue wins this fight against Casimero and gets the belt, he'll probably be the next fight after this. And they're fattening him up to get slaughtered. He's a good fighter. I like Joshua Greer. I really had nothing against him, but I just being objective and speaking from the heart, he got a gift against Potapov. And I don't remember how I scored the Nieves fight, but I remember it being a close fight as well. So he's got to really deliver a good. For me, he needs to deliver a good performance against a Jason Maloney. Who, listen, Jason Maloney is 20-1. Thus far in the career of Jason Maloney, the only guy he lost to was a really close fight. He lost a split decision to Emmanuel Rodriguez, and then aside from that, he's just been fighting local guys in Australia. So this could be Jason Maloney's chance to announce himself to the world, and show everybody that, hey, look, not only did I deserve the decision over Emmanuel Rodriguez, but I'm a damn good fighter. So I think these two are evenly matched. They've been in close fights. One guy's been on the right side of all the close fights. The other guy's been on the wrong side of the only loss he's had. So that's a good that's a good fight as well. You got Andrew Cancio versus Tyler McCreary, two guys at super featherweight that are coming off losses. Cancio, he lost to, who did he lose to? I think did he lose to Zhu Can? Who did Cancio lose to? I can't remember right now. I'm drawing a blank. He lost to Rene Alvarado, and McCreary he got absolutely waxed by Carl Frampton. So these are two guys trying to rebuild their careers. Cancio is a come forward pressure fighter, really exciting, really entertaining. Always comes to fight. McCreary's a fighter that I think he's still kind of pretty much in development. He's a longer, rangier fighter, but I don't think he really has a defined style. So this could be a fight for him where he can announce himself to the world and really get a name on his resume that people know about, in a former world champion Andrew Cancio. So good fight there. You got Alex Aceto, in only his second fight since losing to Maurice Hooker against a guy by the name of Sonny Fredrickson. So that one looks to be pretty good. And then we got Jared Anderson, the top heavyweight from Ohio. One of, in my opinion, and this is just my humble opinion, of the young American heavyweights coming up, this guy is America's only hope at reclaiming heavyweight greatness at the moment. He was one of the most decorated amateurs this country's had in the heavyweight division in quite some time. When we talk about Jared Anderson, this is a guy that won the U.S. National Championships 2017 and 2018, and beat a lot of good fighters. Got a lot of hype in the amateurs, and did great for himself in the amateurs. So it's his fourth professional fight already. He's coming to you live and direct from Toledo, Ohio. So I'm looking forward to seeing Jared Anderson. I haven't really had a chance to watch him since he got into the pro, so it'll be good for me to see. And you guys should look out for him on the card. So overall, I'm saying this, and maybe I'm a tad bit long-winded, but this is a good card. It's a good card. Getting back to that main event with Inoue versus Casimero, I think Inoue is going to have to really use his boxing skills a bit more. I don't think it'd be smart to continue to get into exchanges with Casimero. I mean, I know he came out of it great against Donaire, but Casimero can punch his ass off, and he will fold up Inoue if Inoue gets caught the wrong way. So he's got to make sure he's on his P's and Q's defensively. But overall, that looks to be a great fight. I am applying for a press pass to this fight. So hopefully, fingers crossed, pray for your boy BT, I get in, because this is a fight that I really want to go to. So yeah, April 25th. That's my take on the and my little synopsis of the top-ranked card between Inoue and Casimero. Let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think about Inoue versus Casimero? What do you think about just this card in general? And yeah, leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, like I say in every single one of these videos. You can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Damien. So until next time, take care, guys.